Let's see. All right, let's get to work today. Now, early April, end of the day. Got a beautiful day out. Sun mostly, it feels like mostly cloudy, but it's mostly sunny. Gonna be working on here, getting the mower set up, kind of done. So, usual stuff prior to, got to shake the cobwebs off a little bit before start running the mower. Oil's good. Filter I changed out just before the season. It's a little dusty, but it is free of all the usual particulates you'd be worried about. So that's a good sign. Nobody moved in over the winter, that type of stuff, you know what I mean? Just filled this up on gas. Tires all good. We'll be sharpening the blades another day, not today. So now it's just getting the bagger on, which shouldn't be too crazy. Nice simple little thing. I'll move you over so you guys can watch that process and see how that goes. So that looks, that's all right. So you get in there and do that. First things first, let's get that back bolt off. Let's bring the rest of the goodies out. Storage. Make sure nobody moved in here over the winter. I like about my shed, for the most part, it has been free and clear of unwanted mammals, which is nice. So, all right, let's get into this here. Definitely April. Wind is picking up like mad. Blowing all over the place here, but and it's a good day today. Got some sunshine out. Got the greenhouse right behind me. Like I say, I'm going to plant a few more seeds today, which would be nice. Okay. That squirrel does not like me right now. Oh, you see the kitty? That squirrel up there chattering at folks up there. I'm going to get this installed now if I can run it, because I'll do at least one set, because I'm going to be dethatching my lawn this weekend. I need this actually kind of taken care of first, get it done. But yeah, I can't ask for a better day. I mean, I guess less wind would be all right, but doing this thing. Hey, the sun is helping out my greenhouse a bunch. My fans that I put on are like in overdrive today, which is great. That means I'm keeping it, the temperature around, 85 in there, which is perfect for all the germination that needs to happen. I should have brought my pellet gun with me. Take care of that dang squirrel. Down chirping away. All right, so that's where it needs to be. Check. All right. Yeah, you can tell this has been in need of some time, some little attention, but looks pretty good for the most part. All right. Get my next slot in here. Oh, loosen you up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's not quite right. Where did that go? Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. That's no bueno. That doesn't make any sense. I wouldn't take that off, but if it's not there, I must have taken it off. Oh shoot. Where would I have put it? Well, that's a conundrum I'm gonna have to solve quickly. That's weird. Why would that be gone? It should be. Okay. Yeah, why would that be gone? That doesn't make any sense. Oh well. Figure that out. Where? All right. So, anyways, back at it here. Why would that guy disappear on me? Just missing one of my nut for one of my bolts here. Not surprising. You know, it's gonna make for a short day if I don't have that. I mean, there's a way around it until I find a nut, which would just be tomorrow. Maybe I can at least run it. Yeah, that's probably just what I'm gonna do. Yep, that's what's gonna happen. So put this back here, and then it's weird. It would just be gone like that. Huh. All right. So, anyways. All right, so that is seated. Good. We're going to do something that, my family would be super proud of. Gonna rig this for now. Just keep an eye on it. Gonna go anywhere. Cool. That's locked in. Next piece. Do these two. There. Go in here. All right. Get my baskets or my 2 bags in the back. Set there. And then this area here, basically in the bagging section. In place. There we go. All right. There's that. We're all set. Looking good there. Cool. So, mower's all good. Right now, on to chore number 2. I got some compost to work on. So, got to get it set up for when I'm done with the mower. Mowing with the bags, I have it to set up to mix in, so I got to pull everything out. Spread her down. So I can mix everything back in as I have it. Yeah. Oh, well, a little bit of rain from the last couple days. This is there for sure. Let's see what this looks like. So I gave it a turn. Excuse me. Gosh, how long ago was that? About a month and a half ago. Just kind of get it kick started. This is mostly just leaves and all sorts of yuck. So now got my thermometer. Get that back in there once I get the mowing done. All this nastiness, all those eggshells. The joys of composting. Yeah, that's what you want to see, though. Nice and dark. Still moist in there. It's good, so it's retaining water. So, but every time before I mow, I just come out. I say it's the first mowing of the year just to get some. I've got some parts of the yard are taken off, some are not. I got to thatch it weekend, so I'm just going to mow up some of it. But this has been sitting slow composting over the winter while I just been added to it and turning it every now and again. So it's kind of gross right now, kind of what you're hoping to see. It doesn't smell bad. You know, it smells, you know, it just should be loamy. That's kind of where we're at. See this? See that here? It's getting this moist. I'm not getting tons of water when I squeeze out of it. Like that's what I wanted to get to. You know, this is still a couple months of aging before it's going to be ready, which is fine, because I really don't need to be ready until end of May, when I can really start getting stuff in the ground here without worrying whether or not it's going to, dealing with the last freezes and stuff. But, today, nice sunny day out in April. I can hear my fans turning on in the greenhouse because that sun came out. They're solar powered. So, but it's keeping everything at a nice, between 75 and 80 degrees in there. So I got a whole bunch of flowers and a few vegetables started, so we don't roast anybody out. Roasted vegetables, save for the onion, or for the oven. You know what I mean? So anyways, just kind of spreading this all out. Once I go run the mower here in a little while, be dumping in the grass, mixing in this compost. That has been going for, quite a few months now. And saying throughout, you'll notice we've got, some eggshells in there. I got some apples. I got some other stuff. It's because we don't throw the stuff out. We save it up and bring it out here at least once a day. Dump some out. give these bacteria some fresh stuff to chomp on. So it's good. But something about, when I was looking at the space too for the property, I wanted to have enough room where I could compost properly. One, why not, right? Rather than have the stuff go to the landfill, find a way to save it and return it back to the soil, right? Lots of these yummies. You can see the two, like I say, if you want to return it, this stuff makes for great, great fertilizer isn't the right word, but say it, fertilizer. For the garden. A lot of this is I'm dealing with here is my neighbor. She's got like 1,000 trees next door. I basically got all of her leaves between here, this one. I've got a whole bay just full of them, and then a lot of my scraps that I had. Got some sunflower stock that I wasn't able to save because it was broken. Other stuff. The rest of the garden scraps are all just kind of tossed in here. Let them go. Turn them for a few months. Let it kind of go dormant from December. Yeah, basically December until it'll be last month in March. Woke it up and gave it a turn. It was good too because it fired up to in March even. When it was, you barely still don't have that much sun coming out. I got it fired up to over 130 for a couple days. There just wasn't enough nitrogen in the mix to keep it going just fine. So the other thing too, one of the reasons you do your turning on your compost, you notice that or not, the outsides dry out, the sides, and then the insides they stay moist. So that's why you're constantly need to turn it. The other part is to impart oxygen into your compost. They fires things up, gets the heat up. I think your fire triangle, but they need it for to do their job. The microbes get some fresh oxygen to them. They get very happy, and it gets very hot in this thing. It's gotten so hot before where I've had to last summer. Basically, like the day after I've done a couple of these, I've had to come in and break open the pile just to let some of the heat out because it was getting way too hot. And I'm not worried about any fire starting, but at the end of the day, I try to keep it in the zone that you want, which if anybody wants to do any sort of composting at their house or anything, you can pick up a longer, show you, longer thermometers here, right? And it even tells you where the danger zone is, where you want it to be. So it's pretty easy. Just stick it in there and come back, check on it after a day or so or two. Once it's up to temperature, you just check to make sure it doesn't really go too far past for too long. And then that's it. Oh, all right. This stuff looks good. Better than I thought it was going to be. It's a nice little surprise. Still got plenty of moisture in it, which is great. Again, I keep it tarped, but last month I made sure to spray it down with water too, just to make sure it was gonna have plenty of water to do its thing. And it did, which is great. So yeah, I expect Sunday when I come back and look at this, even tomorrow, but probably Sunday. It'll be overnight and then the next day, but this thing is going to be smoking hot temperature. Not a bad way to spend, not a bad way to spend a day, let alone a Friday afternoon. Got the last few days, or they're saying here in Michigan where we're at, we don't see the sun at all from, it's not like it's just because of clouds, not like we're above the Arctic Circle, mind you, but just from clouds, like straight sun from yeah, about December, mid-December until end of February. It's dreary times, just cloudy and yuck and cold. So right now, probably 47, 50 degrees out. And any doubt about whether seasonal affective disorder is a thing, if you're not having the sun for the better part of 2 months, that first time we get the sunshine, had somebody describe it like they just dropped some Molly. That's how good they feel, and they're not too far off. It's a great feeling. So all right, so that is set. So just so you understand like how much compost shrinks while you're doing it, during the course of last year, I filled this thing between this one and that one. I was going back and forth, but I would fill it up to about this high 3 times to eventually where I got down to where I just let this mature over the winter, basically just to this spot right here. So, it shrinks by the better part of almost 80%. That's how much basically all the microbes are doing their thing. It's pretty wild. So, all right, before I run the mower, I got some more seeds I got to put in. Oh, you can see that here. So there's my solar powered, the fans I put in, they're blowing hot air out. Just mounted the solar panels right there. You're not worried about them blocking too much sun on that area. All right, so now way back in the greenhouse and check this out. So 84 degrees in here, and it's, like I said, it's probably 40, maybe 45 out right now. All right, so I got some more flowers I've got to do here. The last group of them for my mom that she wanted me to do. So being the amazing son that I am, I will take care of the last few of them for her. Can't help being the good guy I am, right? So let's talk about what that looks like, that process. I did it yesterday with a few folks. So, but we'll walk everybody through it again. All right. So when you are looking to plant seeds and you have your seed starting pods, you want to get the ones that come in 3 pieces. You got the actual little singles there. Got the plastic cover that goes on the top, and then you want to have this piece, this bottom shape, so you can feed it, basically give them water at the bottom instead of on top. It helps bring the roots straight down. And when you go to fill these, fill all the cells here. I'll make it a little lower when I show you how to do it. But what you want to do, instead of putting the dry mix in, what you want to do is throw it into a bucket and dump a ton of water in it and pre-moisten everything. It needs a little bit more. So you pre-moisten it so it's not as difficult, because one of the things, see, make this such a challenge, whether you're dealing with these cells, let me get this guy off here. When you're dealing with these cells, you're dealing with soil mix, where your seed starting mix, it does not like to soak in water. So this way, what you're doing, which is great, you just fill all your cells up, get them going. Be worried about making a mess in here. I got to sweep it out. Like I said, with these all your seed starting mix, having it pre-moistened, you fill your cells up. Makes it a hell of a lot easier than trying to dump water on these things and get them to soak up. Actually soak up what needs to be. I think they're called cleome or something like that. So do that. The other spot is when you get your seed starting mix in here, you get it set. You gotta tamp everything down a little bit. You gotta tamp it down because you're gonna have air pockets. Just give everything a nice little soft little push just to get it seeded. And you can add more soil in if you need it. Don't want to have any air pockets in your with your seedlings because little seeds only got enough energy to get that taproot out to get started. And that taproot hits any air, it's in serious trouble at that point because it doesn't really have enough energy to move somewhere else. You want to make sure all your air pockets are out of all of your cells within this thing. Whew, working up a sweat in here. 85 degrees in here. Thank goodness for this greenhouse, man. It is doing its job. Woof. This is great, though. I'll take this temperature. Considering how cold it was all winter. All right. What's that? Okay. Ready to go here. All right. There's that. Good stuff. Put you to work. I just need my spot here. I'm not sure how deep to do these, but I'm going to take an educated guess. It's about half. I'm going to do a quarter inch on them, just because I have a feeling that's like the safe spot with these. Find out. Okay. Get you situated. Sorry about all the movement here. Just readjusting the camera so we can watch the good stuff happen. All right, so let's see. Okay. Of 1/8 inch cleome. All right, is what they're called. 1/4 inch are cleomes, and here's the seeds for them. So they're just kind of like poppy seeds. Actually, would be probably the closest piece. Poppy seeds, probably more than likely without the other side effects that come with poppy seeds. So, my thoughts. So basically, all I'm doing now is just going through and basically pre-doing all my holes. If I can drop them in, that'll be great. And I'll just come through, cover up, and that'll take care of that. And then it's basically time to hop on my mower after that. Be a good day. Nothing like getting to a certain age and being a grandpa and being excited to be on your mower that much, man. I am working up a sweat. This is great. All right, so there's half. Let me see here. I think I have more than enough for half. Let's do this first. Then it's gonna be just a matter of dropping them in. I'm a gosh darn professional at this. And just drop seeds in like it's nothing. But no, this is a great day today. I'm so glad to have the sun out, especially if you're not having sun for. First this morning, it was pretty darn cold. I'm glad to see that warming up. So I got tomorrow, along with the stuff I got to do at the house here, I'll be out looking for more mushrooms. I'll probably be live tomorrow in the afternoon while I'm hunting mushrooms. That mushrooms should start coming up here any day now. So I just want to go out to my spot and go see how we're doing. I was out there the other day and it was way too early. Like the ramps, if you don't know ramps, they're basically like a little type of wild onion, wild garlic type stuff. They're really good. Onion, garlic kind of mixed together. So those went up. They were just starting. So the morel mushrooms, they need the soil to be 50 degrees, you know, and then it's staying basically not staying too cold at night, you know, too cold at night, and then come up. So, but we got morels all over the place, so I want to hopefully take advantage of that this year. I mean, I could get skunked. It does happen from time to time, but I don't think I will. So it'll be nice to get back out and grab some of them. Here, yeah, this whole thing, I'm just going to make a ton of these, whatever these flowers are my mom wanted. These, I don't even know what they look like, these cleomes. I guess I could look on the interwebs, but she said just get them going for her, so I'll do as I was requested. Man, I am sweating over here. Goodness gracious. Probably shouldn't have went to the gym before. I did also just do a whole bunch of work with compost too, so I suppose that probably makes sense that I'm sweating a bit. Compost isn't light. All right, we got a bunch thrown in here now, so I got a bunch left over. Make sure everybody's got plenty. Rather have all these seeds have at least one that comes up than have some that don't. There's that. Cover that guy back up. Nope. And where'd those gloves go? There they are. Cover these up. These are probably going to take a couple weeks to get going. By the time Mom wants these, so we're about 2 months out. By the time she's ready for these, I'll probably have transplanted these at least once, because once they're set, I've got a ton of spare containers to put them in, just to make sure that they're so I can start my other vegetables and stuff that I want to get going, because I'm going to pre-start a bunch of stuff this year and just load up the old garden. The flowers first, you know, we want to hit May and have the flowers out. I think this year I'm not going to be too worried about frost. I think it's one thing for sure. It's going to be an early last frost. At least that's my thoughts. We'll see. I remember talking to my mom about that when I came back. How many years, my senior year in high school, we were playing games in conference games in snowstorm, like a straight up snowstorm. It was wild. So it does definitely something to be aware of. Water. You guys should be popping up soon. Okay. You guys are germinating. Good. I think I saw one. Yep, saw you germinating. Cool. Those Johnny jump ups are going. All right. Good. So, anyways, those are done now. Here's the zinnias I did yesterday, and then I've got some started popping up, so that's pretty cool. All right. That guy's doing his thing. Yeah, I think really what's left for me today is just getting in there, get the mower going, so I can get some. I need some my compost, and I've got and it's been growing pretty good, so they need to get cut. So I might as well get that done now. Get some grass in there. See what time it is. 3 o'clock. Yeah, I can wake her up. So, all right, y'all. It's been. I'll catch you next time. Again, be sure to like, subscribe. I tend to be live in the afternoons here when I'm working in my garden. So, yeah, see you around.